Yo, what is up, guys?
Nice. Hello.
How's everybody doing out there? Wow, you guys looking unbelievable out there.
Looking so good.
We got Ellen and Adam out there.
Yeah, we do.
Nice. We got Chef Jackson.
What?
Look at all those exclamation points he's got over there.
How many exclamation points
All
are
right,
on there?
Be very careful with that,
Hey,
Chef Jack. Leave the thing. There you go. Nice.
be
Very
careful,
careful. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
We got Chef Sophia down
All right, we
here
got Chef
too.
Sophia down here.
There she is.
We're at the Webbers.
What
is up, Chef Sophia?
Nice apron.
Nice apron down there.
Wow, look at
Awesome.
that.
All right, who else we got out here? Is that Father John?
Is that Father John?
Is that Father John out there?
Father John.
Wow, I think that is Father John. How are you doing out there, Father John?
Father,
nice.
how are you?
Welcome. And then we got Ann and Eddie. Ann and Eddie, how you doing?
Nice. And Eddie, what up?
Awesome. Well, looks like we got people joining by the droves right now. So awesome. Well, welcome, guys. Welcome to the Truffle Shuffle experience. For anyone just joining us, my name is Chef Jason.
I am Tyler.
This is Tyler. And then we have Gina over there on air traffic control today.
Yeah, we do.
Can we go over to Gina Benzanelli?
Gina, how is the air traffic
One up
today?
there, Brett.
Oh, there she is.
She is air traffic controlling this class today.
Gina, can you hear me?
Gina, can you hear us?
Gina.
Excellent.
Nice.
Very nice air traffic. Perfect.
10-4.
Awesome. So we are so excited to be cooking with you guys today. We're going to be making such an incredible dish for the fall time. And that's going to be our roasted sweet potato gnocchi, right? That we're going to toss in a brown butter, truffle, lemon, sage sauce, right? It's the most adjectives that we could put into one sauce to go with this gnocchi for you guys. And then Sarah's going to be making one of the best cocktails you could ever have to pair with the effort that it takes to make this gnocchi. And that's the Ramos Gin Fizz. And we might or might not have a musical guest to bring out and blow your minds with.
That's right.
So it's still up in the air. Might happen, might not. And so anyone that is just joining us, we do have a couple kind of best practices for success. And so first of which is video on, mute on. So it looks like we have about 14 people that do not have their video on out there. And we just want you to know how much we love seeing your beautiful faces.
Yeah, we just want to say hi.
Yeah, we just want to say hi.
That's
we want to
it.
see how it's going, right? We want to see how much nicer your kitchen is than ours.
Yep.
And so go ahead, kick those videos on. Perfect. There you go, guys.
Oh, look at that.
And then one of the other rules that we have, and this is actually where we have a new iteration of this rule, right? So a lot of people, let's see a show of hands. Have you ever been on a Truffle Shuffle class before? Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Oh,
Diane
yeah. Over here. What up, Diane?
And so we have a slightly new rule, right? And normally we do these classes by thumbs up, right? And so if you guys follow us on Instagram, you will see that recently me and Sarah took a little trip for our birthdays. We stopped by Colorado and we went and saw one of the little sous chefs that joins us every week. And he's very excited over here. Can we just go over there real quick there?
Oh, he disappeared for a second.
Okay, where did Chef Jackson go?
There he is.
All right, there's Chef Jackson out
We got
there.
Chef Jackson over here.
And that is his dog named Truffle Shuffle.
Look at that. He's got the apron on over there too. Look at that, bud.
And so when we were out there, right? And Brett, when we were out there, he asked me a question, right? It was a very important question. And I brought it back to the team and we discussed it internally. He said, Jason, when you want everyone to put their thumbs up, what if we called that thumbs time? And I said, Jackson, that's why you're going to be in charge one day.
Right.
And so now going forward in these classes, right, we're going to check in with you. When we check in with you, we want a thumbs up if you're looking good. We want a half thumbs if you need a second, okay? If you catch something on fire, okay, Glenn? Drinking all that wine out there already, okay? If you catch anything on fire, right, that's a thumbs down. And that is now called thumbs time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's get a little thumbs time out there.
Oh, we're
Let's see your best thumbs up out there.
Oh, let's see the originator.
We got
The
OG
originator
out
of the
here.
thumbs time.
Oh yeah, we got Antonetti out here with that thumb sign.
We got Angelini over here. Let's see that thumbs time out there.
We got Robert out here, nice thumb sign. We got Marsha Harmon.
Oh, we got Marsha Harmon over here.
From Hamilton. Oh, we got Sharon out here.
What's up, Sharon?
And we got Andy. Oh, we got Chef Jade and Quinn. Nice.
And
This
this
thumb
Chef
sign.
over there. Oh my God.
Awesome, guys. All right,
What's up,
Nancy.
Nancy?
Let's see some thumbs
Let's see some
sign.
thumbs time, Nancy.
Where's that thumbs up? There you go.
There you go,
Perfect.
Jennifer. Over at the
Oh, yeah. Perfect. All right, Brett.
Nice. Ooh. Andrea, beautiful thumbs up over there.
Yeah, beautiful thumbs up. And so now
Nice.
thumbs time has been instituted by Chef Jackson. Okay.
Yes, chef.
Any other suggestions, comments you guys have, you let us know. We will put it into the mix.
Yep.
Awesome. So basically, those are our only rules. And the third rule, I guess, is tell people about Truffle Shuffle. And so with that, we're so excited to dig into this recipe. And so what do you think, Tyler? Should we get into our mise en place here?
Oh yeah. And so with that too, if you guys don't mind just keeping your mute on over there, it just helps us out. And if you have any questions during this class, hit them up in that chat bar, right? We're all monitoring that chat. We got Chef Sarah over here watching that chat bar.
Yeah. And so
All right.
why don't we go ahead? Let's see, where is everyone cooking from?
Yeah, where are you at?
Tell us where you're cooking from. Hit it up in the chat.
Hit up that chat bar.
So we're out here in Oakland, California. Let's test out that chat. Samantha
Look at
and
that.
Jared, get that cat off your computer.
Oh,
Tell us
look at that.
where you're cooking from out
West
there.
Loop, Shy.
Nice. San
I don't know
Francisco,
what that
Napa,
means.
Napa. We got
Seattle,
Misha
Oakland,
from
Nashville,
Oakland. Wow, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon.
We got
Boise.
Lindsay from NYC, baby.
Nice.
Minneapolis, crushing the Midwest.
Portola Valley. Wait,
Athens.
what?
Philip from Athens, Georgia. Philip, there's a really good Filipino spot in Athens.
We got Normal, Illinois.
Wow.
Incredible.
And we got Chef Jackson with all the exclamation points from CO.
We got Philly in lowercase and then Philly in uppercase right next
Philly,
to it.
Philly. Nancy, hey, all you Chicago West Loop people. Hello.
Whoa.
Nice.
Nice.
And Eddie from Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Awesome, guys.
Incredible. We got Heidi and Alex from Bend, Oregon. What is
Melissa from
up?
Los Gatos.
Nice.
And we got Kat entering the waiting room right now.
Hey, what's up, Kat?
How you doing, Kat?
Awesome. So with that, we're going to go into our recipe over here. Okay. And the way we write these recipes is we break them down into a couple sections. And so before we go into this, I know we gave you guys a little homework over here. Okay. And do not worry if you haven't done this, but let me just check real quick. Did all of you roast your sweet potatoes, mash them up and measure them out at this point? Let me see some thumbs time.
Yeah.
Right. If you did it. Okay.
Did
cool.
everybody get all 4 of my emails out there?
Yeah. And then on the same hand, count how many emails you received from Jason to see if that's actually possible.
Yeah. Like how many?
Not possible.
I actually write those emails. I just want you guys to know that.
Mm.
Nice. We have Chef Piper.
Chef Piper and Maddie Joe.
Chef Piper is so excited about the
She is
emails we send out.
So
out there.
pumped about those emails.
Nice. Look at that
Nice.
sweet potato. Awesome
Yes.
job, guys.
We're all about the communication. Yeah, open, honest. So many emails, says Rick Fitz. Nice.
And if
Perfect.
you guys ever don't get a response from those emails, you let me know, okay?
Yeah, it's just because we love you. That's
We
it.
respond to everything.
So with that, we have our mise en place, which we will do first, right? Which mise en place means everything that you'll need, okay, to get this project done properly. And as always, Jason is our mise en place model.
Hey, guys.
There he is. Nice. So with that, we'll go through the mise real quick. We need a cutting board, 1 each. Nice. Look at that cutting board. We're using a nice large cutting board today. Okay. If you don't have a large cutting board and instead have one of those tiny plastic cutting boards, you're going to want to not use that for this recipe. All right.
Yeah, like this one.
Yeah. Yeah, like that one. So if you have a cutting board, look, oh yeah, over at the Brown's house, exactly.
All right, at the Browns, just follow my lead
Yes.
on this one.
So
okay?
just follow the direction over here, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So take that cutting board.
Yep.
Open up the nearest window.
Yeah, the closest window over at the Brown's house. Find the closest window.
Yep.
All right. So, and then watch Jason over here.
Okay, what you're gonna do
He's
is
taking notes.
just frisbee that right out of there.
Oh!
Hey!
All right, he actually did frisbee
Yo,
that.
close that window.
Well, let's just make sure we make our point.
Where's that cutting board?
So like these also aren't big enough.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
need those either.
So we got frisbee those out.
Oh!
Oh, okay. All right. One more. This will not work for the recipe either.
Ooh!
Oh, sorry.
All right. Nope. Nope. Not us.
Where do these cutting boards come from?
Okay.
All right. So,
Yeah, Rick.
exactly,
Fitz,
Rick Fitz, you're
start
gonna have
frisbeeing those.
you got a couple projects before we even start cooking over here, boss. Get rid of them.
And so,
Get them out of here.
if you don't have a big enough cutting board, you'll just clean off a section of your countertop.
Yeah,
Use that as your work surface.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on the countertop.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, be careful, Jackson. All right.
Yeah.
So with that, right, we are going to go into our next item, which is a mixing bowl. Right, a lot less work involved with this. Right, that mixing bowl happens to have our sweet potato puree in it.
Oh.
And our plastic wrap on top of it. Incredible. There you go, Sophia. Lovely mixing bowl down there. We also need a little bit of kosher salt. All right. For this pasta water, okay, as well as a bench scraper. All right, if you don't have a bench scraper, you can use a knife as well. And if you don't have a knife or a bench scraper, you can use your hand.
Yeah, Kung Fu style.
Kung Fu style. So after that, we will need, speaking of a knife, we'll need a knife.
Yep.
So I got this knife. Beautiful. And we'll need a large pot, okay?
Oh.
Just like that. So you want to take that large pot, fill it up with water till it's about 1 inch from the top, put it on the stove, okay?
And that is your first step, okay? First step,
yeah.
Fill that pot up with water.
Low heat on that stove, okay? We will also need something that is very dear to us, a fork. Love the fork. Nice. Yeah, Jennifer, good. Beautiful fork over there. Lovely. Nice. As well as a 1/4 cup measure. That's 1 cup cut into 4 pieces.
Yep.
Molded into that shape again.
This is one, if we're talking in presidents, this is one George Washington's worth of measurement. 1/4.
Isn't that interesting how George Washington is the whole and the quarter?
Yeah.
Funny how that works. So we'll also need a large saute pan. Like that.
Wow.
Pretty nice saute pan, huh? As well as wooden spoon.
Whoa.
Chef, I'm just trying
And
to
a wooden spoon.
make sure it happens over here. Wow. Lovely wooden spoon.
Can we go over to Nancy down there?
Nancy,
You're looking great with that wooden spoon.
can we see that wooden spoon again, please?
Nancy, listen. Nice.
Wow.
Nice wooden spoon out there. Can we see a
Nice.
wooden spoon flip?
Can you flip that wooden spoon,
Can you
Nancy?
flip it? Excellent. Excellent flip out there.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Incredible.
As well as a sheet tray lined with parchment paper, okay, or aluminum foil, or wax paper, right? You really, there's a lot of options over here.
Yeah, just line it with something and you'll be good.
Yep.
We got that sheet tray out there.
Nice. Glenn Proctor, exactly. Well-lined sheet tray over there.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Awesome.
And then we will also need, we used this previously, our 1 cup measure, right? We measured out that sweet potato puree with that cup measure. All right.
Yeah.
Our plastic wrap is on our sweet potatoes, right? The bowl for those sweet potatoes. And the last but not least, we will need a slotted spoon, right? For this sweet potato gnocchi. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Nice. And so last but not least, and one of our most favorite pieces of kitchen equipment of all time, we are also going to need, if you want to lean in for this one. Yeah. Come on in here.
Yeah, you guys come here.
Come on in
real quick. Come here, let's tell you about this.
All right, we're gonna need a cheese grater.
Look at this thing out here. Oh, do you guys see this?
What?
Do you guys see this?
What?
This is the cheese grater 6000.
We had the 3000 before, and we had to upgrade. Okay,
We upgraded.
we upgraded over here.
Oh. And so this cheese grater actually came from Chef Jackson as
Let's
a
see him.
birthday gift.
Where you at, Jack? Oh, there he
There he
is.
is, right
There
there.
he is.
Oh. And so, if you guys want to, right before we get into the ingredients, we just want to show you something to melt your heart a little bit. And so, we went out, we got to cook with Chef Jackson. Everybody got COVID tested. We're all negative. Okay, just to put that out there.
Mhm.
And we got a couple little quick snip of cooking with Chef Jackson. So he's been doing the classes with us every week. And there was one class in particular where he was stirring the onions. And we went over there and we're like, yo, nice onions. And then he looked at the screen and was like, and we're like, yeah, nice onions. And then we went away from the screen and he high-fived his mom. And his mom sent a message and said that he had been trying to get on screen every week and told us thank you very much. And then a couple weeks later, his mom sent a message and said that they did a little roundabout and they wanted to know who Chef Jackson would like to meet more than anyone in the world. And his answer was the chefs from Truffle Shuffle.
Mm.
And so we showed up at his door. His mom told him Chinese food was coming. And what he got was me and Sarah. And you want to show him, we just got a quick little snip. We'll show you guys. We taught him how to make chicken and waffles. And so we'll show you guys that real quick. And then we're going to get right into our ingredients. We're with Chef Jackson. And he is seasoning our chicken and waffles dishes here from as high as possible. What's your best seasoning there, Chef?
Oh, over the top of rainbow seasoning.
Nice. Very nice. All right, give us a thumbs up out there.
There.
And so we had a great time cooking with Chef Jackson, and we just wanted to share that a little bit with you guys.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Thank you. Thanks, bud.
Thank you, Chef Jackson. Thanks for cooking with us every week.
Thanks for cooking with us. Thanks, Christina. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now for some ingredients out there.
Incredible. So now we're going to go through the ingredients real quick. Okay. So our sweet potatoes have been roasted, mashed, measured, and are in a bowl currently. And then we will also need a lemon.
Oh,
Okay.
nice lemon.
Yeah. Samantha and Jarrett, that is a lemon.
Yeah, wonderful lemon out there.
Found that out there. Nice. We also need some butter. Okay. Which we're going to chat a little bit more about this butter, why it is special later, but it's beautiful, unsalted, sweet butter that we get from out here in California. We also have some 00 flour.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. No single zero flour over here. It's just 00.
Just that double. It's always better with two.
We're going to have some sage leaves going into this sauce. All right.
Nice sage, Father John.
Father John, beautiful sage. We also have a little Parmesan cheese, okay? Otherwise known as Parmigiano Reggiano.
Oh,
Speak Italian over here too at Truffle Shuffle. Some egg yolks, okay? For that dough. We also got a little bit of Balinese Truffle Salt. Oh my gosh. The finest. The world's finest. And then you asked for it. We made it. Truffle Carpaccio.
oh.
This just in. So you want to go ahead, take that Truffle Carpaccio, okay? And then you want to open that Carpaccio up, all right? So open it up. Oh, wow.
Wow.
And then get a smell. Here, you want to smell it? Oh, yeah. Delicious. Nice. And then if you decided to elevate your experience, you have some truffles over here right? Which you asked, and yes, they are Truffle Shuffle certified.
Yeah, we certified them.
We certified them.
We got Mike Hurry over there.
Us.
They got some truffles certified over there.
Yeah, you don't ever want to use truffles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't ever want to use truffles that are not Truffle Shuffle certified.
Yeah, not the same.
Not the same.
Awesome.
Nice. So those are all of our ingredients, okay? And that's all of our mise en place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nice.
Does that mean that it's
Chef, you tell me.
is it thumbs time?
Oh.
Is it thumbs time out there? If you guys have all those ingredients in mise en place, let's see some thumbs up.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got Gina over here. Gina, how?
Nice.
Oh, we got Gail over here.
We got Gail over here. Nice.
She is.
We got Steph, Carolyn,
Steph, Carolyn, and Nikki. That's a. Oh, we got Mary Beth McKinney.
Mary Beth,
in
look at
the
a thumbs up.
house. We got Angelini. Village Russ. Oh, we got Marsha Harmon over here. Oh yeah. Up.
Oh, we got Tony Pia up
We
there.
got Tony Pia up here.
Oh, look
And
at this thumbs
let's
up.
go in. Let's hit up Tony's screen right here, Brett.
Tony Pia.
There you go, right there. One up. It is. And Tony
Oh,
is
nice.
celebrating a birthday over here. Happy birthday over there, Tony.
Happy birthday,
Very
Tony.
excited you can spend it with us.
Nice. Awesome. All right, guys. Are you excited for some cocktail action?
Oh,
We had
yeah.
a couple comments. It said, when did we start drinking? And then someone said, oh, yeah, they just legalized marijuana in New Jersey. Be right back. So hopefully they're back now.
Okay.
And it is time to bring Chef Sarah out here.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. A pleasure to be with you as always. And we're going to get started right away. So Ramos Gin Fizz is something super fun. And if you guys ever read my little history cocktail tidbits on the card, this one is particularly unique. So when it came about in New Orleans, it was actually one of the most popular cocktails during the time of Prohibition. And they literally couldn't hire enough bartenders to make the cocktails to keep up with the demand. Because when it first came about, it took them 13 minutes to make one cocktail. So imagine each bartender is shaking like one shaker at a time, and it's taking 13 minutes. And basically they had a whole staff just dedicated to mixing that cocktail. So we're going to make it much easier today. But that being said, it is still going to be one that's a little challenging, more so than just adding two things together. But I know you guys can do it and you're going to absolutely crush it. So the one thing, or I should say two things, pardon me, the two things that you'll need today, we're going to need a mixer of some kind. And as we're showing off Chef Jackson's wonderful birthday gifts today, we got this lovely shaker as well. So what we're going to do is you need a cocktail shaker or an airtight container. So really, even if you use a mason jar, that's going to be just fine as well. Just something that's going to close tightly. Or if you have a really good, let's say Tupperware container, maybe that has the sides that latch, you can use that too. You just want to make sure you're able to shake it and all the liquid's going to stay inside. So whether you have a cocktail shaker or a Tupperware or a mason jar, that's totally fine. If you happen to not have any of those things, I would just recommend don't use the egg whites for this, and then mix it, and then you can make it in a bowl with a little whisk. Okay, and then that's no problem at all. But if you don't have any of these airtight containers, if you're going to use the egg whites that we have in the kit, you're really going to need something to shake. So that being said, perfect. We are just going to start out. And first of all, we're going to combine all of our ingredients. Super simple. So in this little container, you have this large container that says Ramos Fizz Mixer. And so I've taken the liberty of, yep, Paul, you got it right there. That's the right one. We're going to add this to our shaker. And we're basically going to have 4 different ingredients for the purpose of this recipe. If you're making this from scratch, it has quite a few more, as you see on your little sheet. But I made it somewhat easy for us, right? A little more manageable. So we're going to add all of that, and that's lemon juice and a little bit of simple syrup that has Lillet and orange flower water. And then we've also put a little bit of pumpkin spice mix in there too, because you can be honest with yourself or not, but we all love pumpkin spice something. And 'tis the season. So in your little cloth baggie, the unlabeled guys, I'm sure you've been wondering about these, the one that's kind of yellow, these are your egg whites, okay? And then the one that's white, this is your cream, and we've steeped this with some baking spices. So cardamom, cinnamon, allspice. Now, if you're making this, I'm going to say this before we add everything together. If you're making this non-alcoholic, I would say reserve this for a couple different beverages in a few different parts. So you can use the lemon and simple syrup, and then top that with a little bit of sparkling cider or sparkling water, and then save this lovely little spiced milk for your coffee tomorrow morning. Okay, this one's kind of hard to do non-alcoholic, but there's definitely a way. You're just gonna get a few different drinks out of it. All right, so back to our Ramos Gin Fizz. Then we're just gonna add everything. So shake up that milk a little bit. Pour all of that in there. We are going to do the same with the egg whites. All in there. And then you're gonna decide what spirit you wanna use. Right? So with a Ramos Gin Fizz, hopefully you're using gin. I always love Uncle Val's or Hendrick's or St. George are really great. What Chef Piper and Maddie Joe are obsessed with the new shaker. I think it's S&M, guys, but we'll have to,
You'll have to see Chef Jackson.
well, you'll have to see Chef Jackson about that one. he handles all cocktail making equipment, guys. I don't know. Yeah, he'll get you the link. I think maybe as an insider tip. Okay, and then we're gonna go back to our spirit. So we're making 2 cocktails. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of spirit each. So I'm gonna add a total of 4 ounces here. And then if you wanna use vodka, you're welcome to do that as well. That's kind of, I find if you're gonna replace gin in a cocktail, vodka and gin are a pretty easy swap out. For this, because it's similar to a sour, it's kind of in that same family of cocktails. You can even use whiskey if you'd like, but really we make everything flexible. So any kind of spirit you want to use, you are more than welcome to try it out. But for this one, I recommend gin. Now I'm going to close my shaker. We have no ice in this shaker. Okay, guys? So we're going to do something called dry shaking. Jessica, or Chef Jessica's partner down there. I don't think you're Jessica, but if you are, that's great. We're going to shake this up for about 30 seconds with no ice, doing something called dry shaking. So Brett's put that timer on for us. Shake it. Oh, perfect. Yeah, the nail beetle were great. Shaker bottle, perfect. Now the next thing we're gonna do before we go on to our last step is we're gonna grab our glasses. We're gonna put a little bit of ice in those glasses, make sure we're all ready. Right after we go through shaking, we're gonna go right into our glasses. So Jason always loves these little bear glasses we have, so I'm gonna use those today. And then I have a little bit of ground cinnamon that I'm gonna top this cocktail with. So if you have any baking spice that's easily accessible, you can use that as a garnish, but you certainly don't need to. And then the last thing that we're gonna need after this. So if your cocktail shaker does have a strainer, that's fine. You definitely need one form of straining device. So I'm just gonna show you mine here. You can see that there. I've got the holes right here. If you're shaking with something that doesn't have a strainer, I have one of these. So any sort of strainer, mesh strainer that you have at home is gonna be great because you're gonna want to strain out some of those egg particles that are here too and just make it super velvety. Because at the end of the day, we're adding egg whites to add texture to our cocktail. So we want to create that velvety cocktail texture. That's why we've added it, right? It's not for flavor or anything like that. You can argue that it's for protein, but it's really more about texture. So the next thing we're going to do, we've got our glasses ready. I've got my equipment handy. May need Jason's help on this. Thank you. That's why you're standing by. Careful.
We just need to twist it open?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And now it's a full production. Okay.
It needs a passcode.
You can just open it.
There you go.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, thank you. Back to making our cocktail. Everyone's thirsty.
Everyone did see me loosen it up for you.
Yeah, right. I'm sure.
Yes, saw that out there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now that we've dry shaken our cocktail, to make everything a little bit more homogeneous, we're gonna add our shaking ice here. All right. So I've got my ice in the container. Put the top back on, and we're going to shake for 30 more seconds, okay? Make sure that's on there, maybe to my own detriment in a minute, but okay. One more time. Shake it out. Tony, you guys are so festive over there already. I love it. All right, great. So I'm going to unscrew the top here. And then if you have, you definitely want at least one strainer. But if you have two, use two. Because any recipe, when you're using egg whites, it'll call for double straining. This is essentially what it means. You have one strainer here, one strainer here. We've double strained. And then the rule of thumb, if you're ever experimenting and you want to try adding egg whites to any cocktails that maybe your recipe doesn't necessarily call for, the rule of thumb is if the recipe has acid in it, feel safe to add a little bit of egg white to it. If you have something like a whiskey sour, a Ramos Fizz, that's perfect. I mean, this cocktail classically calls for an egg white. But then a lot of times when I make an aviation, I like adding egg white to it as well. And that has a little bit of lemon in it too. But when you think of things like a Negroni or an old fashioned that doesn't naturally have citrus in it, kind of like, I don't think the egg white would be a nice choice. So just think of that whenever you're playing around. And you might have to tap your strainer just a little bit to get some of that nice little froth on top. Awesome. Perfect. All right, excellent. And like I said, I've got a little bit of cinnamon, and that is going to be my garnish right there on top. And you've got a very fitting cocktail for a chilly night for the rest of the season. You can make this for Christmas or Thanksgiving. I think it's kind of that perfect, richer cocktail. And if you, by any chance, are no dairy, I know we didn't really address this, but I've made this with oat milk before, and I think it's super fantastic that way as well. So don't feel like you have to shy away if you're not enjoying dairy. But tonight can always be an exception. So I do recommend you try it. Okay, cheers.
Nice. All right, Sarah.
One, two,
Cheers.
three.
Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. They do certain things as soon as you dance.
Those cocktails out there.
Creeping up on you when you
Nice,
dance, dance. There ain't
there.
nobody leaving soon as you keep dancing.
We got Chef G. Let's go to Kale over here. Let's go.
In my body, wanna see you move your body. Got this feeling in my body. Got this feeling
Mother
in my
Drop singing along here.
body. Got this feeling in my body.
Oh, we have Peter T. Peter,
Yeah,
over there.
cheers.
Oh, business casual over here.
Business casual.
Business casual.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Tasty.
That was so incredible. And I think they absolutely nailed it. That you got that feeling in your body when they're drinking a little Ramos Gin Fizz, about to make some sweet potato gnocchi. And so we're going to be bringing them on a little later to do a little performance for you guys. But it's time to start up this recipe.
Oh yeah, we gotta start cooking. Once that we do the cocktail first. So with that, we are into the prep during our class, okay? And the beauty of filling up our pot with water earlier is that step one is already done.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead, take step one, cross it off. We're already finished with step one. So now we're going to go into step two, which is basically to mix all of our wet ingredients. So what we want to do is grab that sweet potato, okay? And we got it in our bowl over here. All right. So sweet potato, right? Is already mashed up. It's already roasted. And so we're gonna make the gnocchi base and add all the wet ingredients. And so at this point, again, you should have that pot of water
On about low heat.
on the heat, on about low heat. All right.
Yep.
Nice. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add all my egg yolks to this dough over here, right? To my sweet potatoes.
Yep.
Get all those egg yolks in there. Okay, and the egg yolks act as the binder for this recipe, right? So there's a couple different ways to make gnocchi. Some of you have probably heard before to make like potato gnocchi. You make the dough while it's still hot, right? Using like russet potatoes or something like that. And then there's the other way of making gnocchi, which you can make the dough cold, right? Like sweet potato. You can make ricotta gnocchi. We make a really nice ricotta gnocchi that works really well as well. So I got my egg yolks in the bowl. We're using egg yolk to keep that dough nice and light, right? And the next thing we're going to do is add some of our grated Parmesan cheese, okay? So you want to bust out that Parmesan, okay? Check that out. And we're going to grate this into our dough using the cheese grater 6000.
The cheese grater 6000
So
out
we're
there.
going to bust
Oh,
out this
yeah.
cheese grater 6000. Oh, yeah. Nice. So what we want to do is using the small holes of our cheese grater, okay? Whether it's the 6000, the 1000 works really well, right? Microplanes work great too. And we're going to grate the majority of this, but leave a little bit at the end, right? So we can put some cheese on top. So you can see my cheese grater 6000 over here in use.
Yeah.
You saw it here first.
The 6 side.
You saw it here first. Look at that.
The first time you might have seen the cheese grater was actually in the 6th Sense. Yep.
Exactly. 6 senses.
It was in one of the cupboards in one of the scenes.
It was.
But
And now we have it.
now we have it.
So as you are grating this cheese, you know we're going to want to see those cheese graters in action.
Yeah, let's see those cheese
All
graters.
right, let's
out
see
there.
those cheese graters grating that cheese out there.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what you got. Oh, we got Chef Sophia over here.
Nice with the Parmesan blaster.
Look at that Parmesan blaster cheese grater.
Nice.
Oh, Samantha,
Multi-grater.
look at that. Incredible. Oh, we got Peter Orgel over here.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Double teaming that cheese grater in action.
Look at that teamwork on that cheese grater.
There we
got
go.
Mike
Curry out there. With the
Over at Mike Curry's
1000.
house.
Nice.
Chef
Oh,
Jackson
yeah.
with the world's smallest cheese grater.
We gave him that. That's the cheese grater 50. That's a gift from Shuffle Shuffle.
Nice cheese
job,
grater.
Chef Jackson.
Mary Beth, look at that cheese
Nice,
grater over there.
Savannah.
We got Savannah.
Oh. Then we got 3000 over there. There you go, Steph Carolyn.
There you go, Steph. Oh, we got Mike and Cheryl P over here. Oh, look at that conical cheese grater over
We got
there.
the cornucopia.
Cornucopia.
The cornucopia.
Right.
Cone style.
Excellent.
Awesome. So
Yep.
if you're going to get what we were trying to say, you will need to grate the cheese.
Yep. Grate the cheese, but leave a little bit if you want. Right.
Mhm.
Leave a little bit. We're gonna put a little on top at the end. Okay.
And then I would love to hear some of your guys' best cheese jokes out there. We got Rick Bitts. I know he's thinking about one right now.
He's got a
Go
good
ahead.
cheese joke.
Hit it up in the chat.
Yeah,
hit it up in the chat. We want to hear those cheese jokes out
Yeah,
there.
Rick is like so ready to hit us with that cheese joke. Nice. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, we are gonna go to just kidding.
All right, we got Carl and Mary said I would, but none of my jokes are Gouda.
Ooh. All right, Chef Jackson over here saying, what do you call a cheese that's not yours?
What do you guys call a cheese that's not yours? Does anybody have an answer?
I have no idea. Ellen thinks that's good.
Chef Lauren and Max said I'd give you one, but I don't want to be too cheesy. And then I think Kobe has an answer to Chef Jackson's joke over here.
All right, where's Kobe at?
It's nacho cheese.
Ooh.
Oh.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, sick burn. So what we want to do is come in here and we're going to add a little bit of lemon zest, right, into this mixture. So we want to add some lemon zest to really lighten it up. If you have a microplane, you can use that for this. You can use a cheese grater too, right? We're going to get some of this nice yellow peel, right, on the outside of the lemon. You don't really want to get that that pith, that white pith that's underneath the lemon, though. You want to avoid that. All right, so come in here, just get a little lemon zest. I'm going to zest about half of this lemon. Okay, but you can zest the whole thing if you want to get wild with it.
About to get wild.
It's about to get wild. Okay, and so hang on to that lemon. We're going to need it a little bit later. Beautiful. Wow.
Season the sauce.
That cheese grater 6000 getting put to good use. So this is what mine looks like over here. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. So I've got the sweet potato, grated Parmesan, and lemon zest in this guy. Now we're going to need to add a little seasoning in the form of truffle salt. Okay. So the way you want to use truffle salt is step one, you want to open the bag and actually smell it. Ooh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, that is delicious. Father John, how do you feel about that truffle salt? Excellent. Nice. So we're going to come over here. And step two is you want to put a little truffle salt into the palm of your hand, right? And just admire those crystals, right? Look at that beautiful crystal structure.
Was you one of those little diamond things?
Incredible. Yeah, right?
Oh.
Those little guys. And so next, what we're going to do is add a pinch of salt to this dough, okay? And so by a pinch, I mean a 2-finger pinch, okay? So 2 fingers and your thumb, right? To create that crane style seasoning technique, right? And so when you season with truffle salt, you want to make sure that you're seasoning from up high. And so Chef Piper and Maddie Joe are actually going to show us how we are going to season.
All right, chefs.
Look at that. You're going to need to add a pinch from up top.
Nice.
Wow.
From as high as possible.
Done over there. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice. We saw it at Rick's house.
Rick, how do you want to? There you go. Nice.
We got Ann and Eddie over here, too.
There you go.
Wow, Angie.
We got Angie, Buniki family.
Look at that. Debbie and Jean. And
Awesome job, guys.
absolutely nailing that technique over there. Yes. Well done. Well done. All right, make sure you actually get it in the bowl. I think I got about 20% of that salt in the bowl.
I have a little in my ear.
So once you have it all seasoned up, right, we're going to stir it up with that wooden spoon. Just go ahead, give it a stir, right? And you do want to make sure at this point that it's totally homogeneous, right? So come in here, right? Make sure that egg is mixed in with that Parmesan and that lemon zest and truffle salt. Make sure all those items are thoroughly mixed, okay?
Oh.
Wow. Incredible. All right. So again, Ann, we're adding a 2-finger pinch.
Yeah. Just one each, 2-finger pinch.
All right. So
is a thumb a finger?
No, it doesn't count as a finger. So what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do now is come in here, open up that container of 00 flour. All right. And we're gonna have to remove 1/4 of a cup from that container that we sent to you. Okay. And so what we're gonna use this for is what we call bench flour. All right. So come in here, remove that 1/4 cup and put it over here. Okay. It's over there now. So that's our bench flour, all right? And so whenever you're making pasta, it's important to have bench flour, okay? To make sure that your pasta dough doesn't stick as you're rolling it out, right?
Yep.
You're always gonna need bench flour. 10 times out of 10.
There's only one person that can make doughs like this and not use bench flour. You guys know who that is? It's Ludacris, because he's an expert at rolling it out.
That's a fact. So what we're going to do next is incorporate our flour into, over at Matt Lynn's house, they like that. So we're going to incorporate that flour into our wet ingredients. And so in order to do that, right, we're going to have to, there's two ways to incorporate flour into a dough, right? One is by kneading, okay, which is what you do for bread dough. You do that for pasta dough, okay? Something that you want to form gluten, all right? And then the other way that you'll use for gnocchi dough, right, or like pie dough, right, is we're going to fold that flour into the dough. And so again, we're doing that to create those beautiful, light, pillowy gnocchis at the end. So what I'm going to do is just take half of that flour and dust my work surface, okay? And just spread it out a little bit. All right, spread that flour out. Okay, and then on top of that, we are going to lay that beautiful sweet potato mixture. All right, look at that.
So you're making like a flour sweet potato sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. That's you could think of it like that.
Dope.
So come in here, get that sweet potato on top, right, and just move that sweet potato around just so it's in one nice even layer. Okay. Beautiful. And so what we're going to do is lay the second half of that flour on top. And in order to incorporate this flour into the dough, we're going to use this bench scraper. If you don't have one of these, again, you can use a knife. And then if you find yourself without a bench scraper or a knife, right, you can start karate chopping this guy. Okay. Nice. And so what we're going to do here is take this bench scraper and I'm going to chop this flour into the dough. And again, this is going to allow me to incorporate flour without creating too much gluten. So I'm just going to come through, right, chop this guy in. And you'll notice with each chop, I'm exposing more surface area to allow that flour to access the sweet potato. Look at that. So chop that flour into that sweet potato. And then what we're going to do is scoop underneath, lift up that sweet potato and press it into our flour, okay? So again, come in here, press that guy into our flour, okay? And the flour is actually going to start to hydrate, right, from that sweet potato and egg and all those wet ingredients. And so we want to just keep folding that dough until all that flour has been incorporated, right? But you don't really want to over fold the dough. So once it comes together and it starts looking nice, you don't really want to go too much further than that. So I'm over here very close to having my dough completely incorporated. Oh yeah, look at that.
So we got a couple questions and comments here. Rick says Luda. Thank you, Rick.
Nice.
And then we have the Browns that say too small work per surface. And they said alternative suggestions. So the Browns, one, I'm happy you're enjoying that cocktail. Two, honestly, even if you just have a dinner table and you got to sit down, right?
Yeah.
Just clean it off, get the flour on there, and you can roll it out there. And then Sharon Markham says use all the flour but a quarter cup. Sharon, that is correct. And then
Exactly.
Chef Jackson said K.
Nice. Thank you, Jackson.
Thank you, Chef Jackson, for that one.
Nice. So at this point, right, I've got all my flour incorporated to yield this kind of shaggy dough. And at this point, I'm gonna start using my bench flour, right? And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bench flour, right, on the outside of my dough. Give it a flip, okay?
And so if you guys see, Tyler just basically dumped his out right here, and that's what he's working out of.
So again, sprinkle a little flour on top, a little flour on the bottom, okay? And what we're gonna do is form this dough. So in order to do that, I'm gonna bring the sides in, right? Bring the sides in and press down at the same time. We're gonna make a little disc, okay? Then flip it over, bring those sides in, press it down, all right? Whenever you're making sweet potato gnocchi, the dough is very, very easy to work with. It's pretty forgiving, all right? So again, as you can see over here, I got my dough made up. I brought the sides in and pressing down the top, right? And over at Truffle Shuffle, you know we are always very excited to cook with all of you over here, right? So with that, I just want you to know how happy I am to be cooking with all of you. So over here, I got my happy little dough. Very excited to be cooking with all of you over there. Exactly, Maisha, very excited to be cooking with you, right? So if you have any happy doughs out there, right, you know that we want to see them. So go ahead and show us those happy doughs. Okay, we're going to start spotlighting.
Oh yeah, get those happy doughs out.
Get those happy doughs. And if you have any dough stuck to your hands, just rub your hands together and it'll come right off, okay?
All right, we're coming in now.
All right, we're coming in there.
Nice. Look at that dough out there. Oh, Ann and Eddie looking great out there. Nice, Sheena. We got Diane Hart here.
Oh, Diane, nice happy dough over there. Look at Glenn. Glenn, what is going on over there? Can we see that one more time?
Like, can we see that one more time?
One more time, please.
Can we go back over there?
That's a very happy
That's
dough.
unbelievably happy dough. We got Mike out here. Nice dough, Mike.
Nice dough, Mike.
We got Jennifer Gardy out here. Nice dough,
Okay,
Jennifer.
Jennifer. We got the Diaz fam over there, too.
Yes.
There they are.
Let's see that Diaz fam.
One over, Brett.
Other side.
There you go.
Nice. We're coming in there.
Look at that. We got the Diaz
Nice
family
dough,
over there.
guys. Awesome dough.
Nice.
Oh, Sean and Caitlin.
Sean and Caitlin, very happy dough.
Awesome dough, guys.
Nice.
Awesome, guys. And then let's see. Does anybody want to show us their smiley face that we didn't get to see? Let's do two more out there. Two more happy doughs.
All right. Let's see it. Anybody want to hold them up? Oh, here we go. We got Jordan over
Oh,
here.
Jordan.
Nice, Jordan.
Beautiful dough out there, Jordan. Stunning.
Awesome. And then we got Heidi and Alex that want us to come check out their dough. They got a question here. It flakes and falls apart. Is that normal? Oh, guys, what do you think, Tyler? What do they need to do there?
Here, so if you press it together, what does it look like? I just got to help diagnose this real quick.
Yeah.
Honestly, that dough looks really, really nice.
Look, it's very healthy.
It looks very healthy. And so,
I think they might just need one more fold.
yeah, you might just need to press it together a little bit more. Nice. But that dough looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. And then you guys will see once we get into rolling it out, you'll really be able to tell how yours is doing. And then-
Nice. And so, Peter, we'll come in and check your dough out over there. So if you, can we see this dough, Peter? Nice. So honestly, that looks really nice. You just want to get some more flour on the outside of that dough. So put some more flour on the outside and don't work it into the dough, okay?
Mhm.
And then that'll be spot on.
Yeah. And then Peter, sometimes what you got to do if your hands are getting super sticky is have your lovely sous chef there, sprinkle a little bit of flour onto your hands, and then away from the dough, rub your hands together like you're trying to start a fire. And that helps flake all that dough that's sticking to your hands off. And then reflour your hands. And then, like Tyler said, add a little bit of flour to the dough.
Yeah,
It's
but
kind of like a reset.
exactly. But just
Yeah.
to the outside. Don't work it after you put that flour on the outside. Okay?
Yeah. You're doing very good, Peter. It's just going to take a while till you get to Chef Ludacris's level on that dough.
Nice.
And then we got Carl and Mary. That dough looks, I saw the dough a second ago. That looked really good. All right.
Nice. With that one too, you might just want to do a couple more folds on it.
Yep.
And
Awesome.
that'll bring it all together.
Awesome happy doughs out there.
Very happy doughs. Those look great.
And then Peter, if you have a little extra flour of your own, you can use that. And if
Yep.
you use a quarter cup, just try to use a little bit.
Yep.
Less is more in this situation.
Absolutely.
Awesome job, guys.
So what we're going to do at this point is portion our dough into 6 wedges. All right. So come in here again, get a little flour on the outside. All right. And then I'm going to use my knife, and you want to make sure you got a little flour on your knife. And then you also want to make sure you got that sheet tray and you want to put a little flour onto it. All right. So we got our little sheet tray over here. Just put a little flour onto that sheet tray.
Mhm.
And that helps to make sure that the gnocchi does not stick.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to come in here, right, and just cut this dough in half. Okay. And then I'm going to come in here and cut each half into thirds.
Wow.
Nice. That makes 6 pieces.
Correct.
So as you can see, I got my little wedge of dough.
Yeah. And how many George Washingtons is that?
I lost. So make sure that you come in here and cut this dough into 6 wedges. All right. We are not trying to do fractions over here. I will get so confused. So once you have those cut into wedges, we're going to come back over here and we're going to roll out one of these wedges. All right. We're going to roll that guy out. So I'm just going to get him out of the way of the board cam over here. And so if you can see, I got my little wedge and I'm going to put it on the cutting board where the top is facing me. All right. So make sure that top is facing you. And then we're going to come over here and get a little sprinkle of that flour. Okay. And then between the tips of my fingers to the middle of my hand, I'm just going to lightly press down and roll this wedge of dough. Okay. Roll. Just give it a roll.
Rolling it out.
Again, we're going to reference the great Ludacris, right? If you have any questions,
Yeah, Chef Chris.
he's got a really great song that just honestly, maybe he was making gnocchi when he made this song. I'm not sure. But he does a very good job explaining what we're doing right now. So we're going to roll this out into a rope. Okay. That's about 3/4 of an inch thick. Okay. And then we're going to come in here and portion up this dough into our little gnocchis. Okay. So gnocchi again means knuckle in Italian, right? So we're just going to come in here and cut our little gnocchis, right? Which are basically little pillows of deliciousness, right? So come in here, cut those gnocchis, cut those little pillows. All right, and I'm going to show you a couple of mine so you can see. You see those guys?
Yeah, those looking awesome.
Beautiful. And so I'm going to line them up over here. And I'm going to show you real quick, too, how we're going to roll them on the fork, right? So what you want to do is cut these gnocchis. And then if you have an assistant, right, that's just kind of been drinking, maybe making comments, right, as you're over here doing all this hard work, not really contributing that much, right? And you want to get them involved, right? This is the perfect time that you're going to be like, hey, you want to actually get involved over here? So what we're going to do is take that fork, right? Put that gnocchi on the back of the fork, right, above the tines. And then using your fingers, just roll that gnocchi down that fork. Give it some light pressure. And that will form that gnocchi with those beautiful little ridges on it. You see that?
Oh, nice.
Excellent. So I'm going to keep rolling and cutting this gnocchi. And then Chef Jason, would you mind? I know you're busy over there. But would you mind rolling them out on that fork?
I'll see if I can find the time.
Nice. So again, we're mentioning before that there's someone out there that really just explains what we're doing very well, and that is Ludacris. So you want to roll out this dough.
All right, we want to see the best rollout action out there. We got Marsha.
We got Marsha over here rolling it out. Let's see it, Marsha. Oh yeah.
We got Heidi and Alex. All right, that's looking really good, guys.
Oh, there you go, Heidi and Alex. Yeah,
Yeah, perfect. Ellen and Adam.
We got Ellen and Adam rolling it out.
Awesome.
And so Sean and Caitlin.
Wow, that was really good, guys. All right, Brett, and let's come back over here. And so we got someone that wants to see another rollout here.
All right, we're coming in.
Okay, so I got my fork here. So basically, Tyler has rolled the gnocchi out, and I'm setting it on the back of the fork, and then very gently pressing down while moving it forward. and that gets those nice ridges there, right? And those ridges actually will hold this brown butter, truffle, and lemon sage sauce.
Nice. And so again, we're doing this for this recipe. You really see the benefit of the little ridges, right? When you're using a sauce like a pesto or a bolognese, right? Marinara. But again, we like to show you the techniques over here. So this is our Nona style.
And then we have
those gnocchis.
One comment here. Kristen and Gulia, they say Gulia is from Italy, and she says the fork roll is very un-Italian. Gulia, do you think we're forking this up over here?
Uh-oh.
We're gonna we got a thumbs up out
We
there.
got a thumbs up.
And so the gnocchi board would be really good for this, but what we love about this is that everybody has a fork at home.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And so everyone can do a great job with this.
Yep. So if you have a gnocchi board, you can use that gnocchi board, right? For sure. But again, we're using a fork because again, this is a little rustico.
Awesome. And so as we're rolling these guys out, what we thought would be make it a little fun. If you guys are ready for it out there.
If you're ready.
If you're ready. We're not sure if you are yet. But we actually are going to do a gnocchi dance rolling competition.
And if you're not ready,
Yep.
let me show you something that might help.
Nice. Thank you for that demonstration there, Chef Tyler.
You're welcome.
So you might need a little bit more cocktail, a little bit more wine, but we got business casual out here, and we're going to bring them on. They're going to do their a cappella performance for some of their favorite dance songs, and we're going to go spotlight your screens, and the best dance moves that we see out there, right, is going to win a roasted duck experience, not just for yourself, but for a guest of your choosing. Okay. So next week we're doing roasted duck à l'orange, and there'll be 2 duck breasts, everything you need to make that beautiful duck à l'orange sauce, parsnips, blood oranges. It's going to be so awesome.
Brown butter truffle honey.
So before we go over to them, let's go ahead. Let's get a little thumbs time action. All right.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys got the right energy going out there. Oh yeah. Let's see that thumbs time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They're getting ready out there.
Oh, we got Kristen and Julia.
Kristen, Julia, Jeff Peter.
Oh, Peter G. Look at those.
yeah.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh. He is excited. All right, Fred. Let's kick it off.
Nice. We got Remington over here.
All right, and then look at that gnocchi board. There you go, Emily. Nice.
Nice. There you go, Emily.
All right, and so Sarah is going to select our winner, and I'm very excited for this.
Me too. I love the dance parties.
All right, guys. Give it up for some business casual.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gents, now coming to you live all the way from, where are we? Sunnyvale, California. The wonderful, the sensational, business casual. Sure to get down, good Lord. Baby got 'em all over town. Silly busy, don't mess around. Cover much ground, got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte. Each and every day the trip play away. Can't get off of my mind. I think about the girl all the time. East side to the west side, plus a flat ride. That's no surprise. Got chips in the stash, stacking up the cash. Fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, she's on when she's gotta have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10. I wanna get in, can I get down so I can win? I like the way you work it, no diggity. I wanna bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I wanna bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I wanna bag it up.
I like the way you work it, no diggity. Bag it up, no diggity. Bag it up, bag it up.
Nice.
It's been so much fun.
Mine are going downhill by.
Well, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And so we'd love to see how your guys' gnocchi are coming out. So if you guys want to go ahead and show us your gnocchi, and then Sarah is going to select her winner from the dance competition.
All right, let's see the gnocchi.
Nice.
Look at
guys.
Piper and Matty Joe over here.
Oh, wow.
Emily,
those.
look at that. Where'd that dog come from? You see it, Andrea? Look at these gnocchi rolling moves over here. We got Ann. Let's see it, Ann.
Nice, Ann. Nice, Jessica. All right, how about Father John?
Oh man.
Father John, how are those gnocchi out there? We got the Diaz family looking great.
We got the Diaz fam.
Nice. You might want to put those on a tray.
You might want those on the tray. Oh, look at
Nice.
this Diaz family.
Awesome job out
We
there.
got a little sous chef over there too.
There you go, Glenn. They're looking great.
Nice.
We got Philip.
And then Brett, we got Glenn and Adam over here. Oh yeah, we got Father John over here
All right,
too.
how's that gnocchi looking?
How those gnocchi looking over there?
They're showing us.
Yeah. Look at those gnocchi. Yes. We got Rosie over here. Nice, Rosie. What up, Rosie? Angie, rolling those gnocchis up over there.
I think we need a second tray.
Nice.
We might need a second tray out there, guys.
You might
We
need a
go
second
generous
tray.
with the portions.
You might
here.
need two
Generous
trays.
with the portions.
And then we didn't see him before, but Chef Jackson, how are these gnocchi looking over there?
Chef Jackson, how are those gnocchi?
Chef Jackson, how do those gnocchi look? They look good over there. Nice. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those look pretty good, huh?
Chef Jackson, did you have fun cooking with us?
Nice. Awesome. It seems like Glenn says each of my gnocchi has its own personality. Glenn, every gnocchi is special. Every
Glenn, you
gnocchi
want to
is
tell us
an
about
individual?
About at least two of these personalities. We'd like to
Yeah.
hear about two of the personalities.
Glenn, I would love to get to know your gnocchi
yeah,
more.
you want to introduce one of these personalities there?
Yeah, where's Glenn at?
Glenn?
Yep.
Right here, Glenn.
Yeah, we got Glenn Proctor over here.
Glenn,
Wow.
you want to tell us a little bit about the personalities you got here?
Such individual personalities over there.
You might just have to unmute real quick.
Yeah, hi. Some of them are, introverted and kind of, they're kind of wallflowers, and some of
Yep.
them, are, fabulously self-confident and beautiful, and they're just out there having a good time. with-
Nice.
They're all. It's not about the outside, it's really all about what's on the inside, and I love them all equally. And they're all going to be as delicious as the next, right?
Glenn, I think all of your
Wow.
gnocchis out there are special.
Oh my gosh, Glenn, that is pulling my heartstrings over here.
Especially.
Yeah,
Keep it thoughtful
and
first.
and Sarah makes a great point over here. They're all going to end up in the same pot, right?
Yep. With proper social distancing guidelines within that pot.
Right.
Okay. Careful, guys.
They're gonna stay apart. Jessica says mine are
expired
and scared. I'm not sure what that means.
Jessica, everything's gonna be okay.
Jessica, is that
We
a cry
promise.
for help?
Okay, we promise, guys.
We're kind of worried over here.
You might have not danced enough during the gnocchi making process.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
it
think that
happens.
might be the case.
Yeah.
I think that builds their confidence.
If you don't have enough wine before you start making the gnocchi,
Right.
they get a little scared.
Right. They might get a little scared.
Awesome. All right. Well, Sarah, who is our winner for this gnocchi competition?
Well, I think in regards to natural rhythm, we got to give it up for Angie over here.
Oh,
Angie
yeah.
plus Little Sous Chef.
All right, Angie plus Little Sous Chef.
Let's see it, Angie.
Okay.
There. Hi.
Oh my
Can we get a little thumbs up over there?
Can we get a thumbs up?
Can we
Some
get a thumbs
time.
up? Oh.
Okay, that was
Oh. Thank you very much.
Can we get a little thumbs up?
Great job, Little Chef.
One.
There we go.
Oh, no thumbs up.
Oh, that's okay.
It's
It was
okay.
great. You did a great job dancing. And I think we have to address the importance of multitasking.
Yes.
So we're gonna throw the second one to Chef Andrea, who danced and
Oh, dang. There she is. Yes. There you go. Andrea. Yes. Nice. Nice.
Awesome job, Andrea.
Fantastic job, Andrea.
Andrea and Angie. Way to go, guys.
All right.
Incredible.
And then I'm throwing out a third winner here.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm throwing out a third winner. This winner is going to get our brown butter truffle honey cookie kit. Okay.
Mm.
And I thought they did such a good job dancing as a pair. All right. This going out to Chef Piper and Maddie Joe.
Yeah, they did. Where they at? Look at this duo over here. We got Piper and Maddie Joe. There they are. Oh, look at that.
We got Tony P.S. says my dog's feelings were hurt. Oh, Tony, you don't have to make this job harder
How
for
can you
us.
say no to that?
Now I got big dog treats.
All right, we have Chef Piper still celebrating down there.
Give it up for Chef Piper.
All right, awesome job, guys. And so it seems like a couple people are still finishing up. And so with that, we got a cool little history lesson we're going to show you guys. And then when we come back from that, we're going to get into making that sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Rachel, and this is 1 Minute History, and today we're talking about gnocchi. Gnocchi are pillow-like Italian dumplings made from traditionally potato and flour. They're rolled, cut into bite-sized pieces, and blanched in boiling water. The cool thing about gnocchi is they actually tell you when they're done by floating to the top. You can use your knuckle as a measuring device when cutting your bite-sized gnocchi pieces. Gnocchi in Italian actually means knuckle, and you can use your knuckle for measuring your bite-sized pieces. Gnocchi actually originated in northern Italy, where the cooler climate is more ideal for growing potatoes than it is for growing grain. Normally, people use russet potatoes, but we're switching it up with sweet potatoes for an autumn-inspired experience. I'm Rachel, and this is 1 Minute History.
Nice. Big round of applause for Chef Rachel out there. Awesome. And so we got one question here from Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please explain the difference in technique between sweet potato and russet gnocchi? I have failed miserable making regular gnocchi, but did okay with these.
Uh-huh.
And that is a question that is Gonna be directed towards Chef Tyler.
With russet potato gnocchi, the way that it's totally different is you cannot make russet potato gnocchi while the dough is cold, right? It's a hot dough, right? And Peter's experienced the same thing. We'll do a russet potato gnocchi class one of these days and show you all the little moves that you need to do. But basically, because you roast the potatoes, right, and then you rice them, the potato has to be hot in order to make the gnocchi. And as they cool down, the dough gets gluier and gluier and gluier the colder it gets. You got to work really, really fast. So that 99% of the time is the problem people mostly have with russet potato gnocchi dough, because the second it gets cold, it starts to get gluey. So you got to make sure that you make a correct size batch. You don't make too big of a batch. That way you keep that dough warm, right? And so because this dough is cold, there's not as much of that variable happening.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't know if this is a really good way to explain it or not, but if you were to take cornstarch and mix cornstarch and water, after it's mixed, it'd be nice and milky, right? And potatoes have a natural starch in them, and while it's hot, it's very similar to when that cornstarch is mixed into that water, right? The starch is spread out. As it settles and gets cold, right? You think about, you would have clear water and then that cornstarch all stuck to the bottom.
Right.
And so you have to make sure that when you're making it, because when it's all stuck to the bottom, that's the same thing as those gnocchi, the russet potato gnocchi coming out really dense. And so you got to make sure you make it while it's hot and all essentially mixed, the starch is mixed throughout the potato. But something like sweet potato or ricotta, you basically just avoid that problem because there's no starch in sweet potato or ricotta.
Right.
So the main difference is you got to make sure that you're making that russet potato gnocchi while the dough is hot.
Yeah.
While the potatoes are hot.
Yeah, it's got to be hot. It's got to be hot.
Which is honestly why we haven't done a class with it, because you have to cook the potatoes for about an hour or so.
Yeah, it's all about timing. Like one of the best ways I was told is you take the potatoes out, you split them open, right? And then you go and make an espresso, right? And that amount of time that you leave to make the espresso and come back with the espresso is the perfect amount of time for the gnocchi for the potato to let the steam off, and then you rice it and make the dough.
Awesome. Well, if you guys have that sweet potato gnocchi done out there, we'd love to see that. And we're going to get right into making that sauce. We want to see the top 4 out there. Okay, Brett?
All right.
Let's see
top
it.
4. We got Chef Jade and Quinn. They're doing an awesome job out there. Looking really good. Nice job out there, guys.
Yeah, Jade and Quinn, and Adam. Let's see those gnocchis. There they are. Cannot say no over here. Peggy Choi, look at those.
Nice, Peggy.
Samantha and Jarrett.
Oh, and then how about Jennifer Gardy?
Oh, let's see Jennifer over here.
Nice,
Wow, Jennifer. Wow. All right, Sean and Caitlin, keep holding those up, please.
Let me see that again. Where did you guys go?
You left right as we spotlighted you.
Oh. Ann and Eddie, nice.
Ann and Eddie.
All right, and then can we see all those personalities back at Chef Glenn? Nice, Michelle. All right. And then, Brett, go ahead, type Glenn into the search bar. Oh, we got the Webbers over there.
We got Sophia over here, too. And the Webbers.
We got
Let's see them.
cooling trays. Nice.
Look at that.
And then, Brett, type Glenn into the search bar. I want to see all these, how these personalities are coming along out there.
How we looking, Glenn?
How are all these personalities?
Glenn, how's the personalities going over here?
It's a very inclusive household.
Ooh.
Inclusive environment here. All good.
We want you to know we actually just purchased Tony Robbins tickets for every single gnocchi that you think needs some confidence out there. those will be coming in the mail. Awesome.
Incredible.
And so
Incredible.
now,
Such a supportive household over there at Glenn's house.
very inclusive. Yeah. Awesome. So what do you think? We get into making this sauce?
Let's make this sauce. So before we make this sauce, go ahead, that pot of water that's on the stove, turn it all the way up. All right. So regardless of where you're at in your gnocchi making process, I know many of you are still rolling those gnocchi out, still cutting those gnocchi, but you want to turn it all the way up. All right.
Yep. Nice.
Beautiful.
And so we're going to get the sauce going. And then we actually have the Sally Bricker from Clover Dairy that's going to tell us a little bit about this butter. Okay. So first what you want to do is get that pot on the stove. We're getting it on about medium-high heat. Okay. So you guys see which pan I'm using here?
Nice pan.
See my face right there? You guys see Tyler there? That's us. All right. That had nothing to do with this cooking glass. But anyways, now what we're going to do is take that butter, take the lid off of that butter, and we got our pan on about medium-high heat, okay? And what we're looking to do here is we're going to brown this butter. So we're going to get it in. It's going to start melting down.
Nice. So we got a question. Jessica's asking, what kind of wine are you guys drinking? We're going to have Sarah answer that question.
Yep. And so Melissa, a cast iron pan can work for this. Sarah is in charge of all wine in this household.
Yeah. It's delicious.
Amongst quite a few other responsibilities.
Most of them.
We got Rick Fitz drinking some Far Niente out there. All right, so you guys see I got this butter melting down.
Oh, yeah.
And once about half the butter's melted, we're going to go ahead and add that sage. And what that does is allows the sage to incorporate into the butter while getting crispy. And you want to be careful you don't drop the sage into the sauce. But if you do, you want to make sure that you still get all that sage out of that bag.
Yeah, you got to save that. You got to save it.
Save that sage.
Save the sage.
And so as right now you can see this sauce is bubbling. And I'm going to keep stirring it, okay? Keep stirring it. And we're going to add 1 pinch of that Balinese truffle salt, okay?
Ooh, wow.
From as high as possible.
Oh my gosh. You'll probably hear that music play again.
That's actually, we don't even do that. There's just a symphony that follows us now.
When you use that salt in the future and you hear that sound, it just happens.
And so I got this guy going right now. I'm gonna let it ride about medium heat, okay? And as you're doing it, if you smell the sauce, right? Get in there and smell it. Smell nice and toasty.
Oh yeah.
It should smell like buttered toast. If it smells like burnt toast, it went a little too far, okay? And so what do you think, Tyler? Now that we got it right in like this.
Oh my gosh.
Should we go ahead and introduce Miss Sally Bricker out there?
Yeah, definitely. But at this point, you want to turn that pan off the heat, right? So once you got it nice and browned up, right? Those sage leaves are fried up in there. Okay, that butter is nice and brown. Once you got it there, you want to turn it off. Okay, don't keep cooking it or else you're going to burn the sauce.
So you guys see that? I got mine, and you can tell the butter is nice and brown. It smells like buttered toast. And just to really accentuate taking it off the heat, we're going to remove it from the heat, okay? Completely off the heat.
This is confirming that we are no longer on the heat.
Yep. Not on the heat.
Confirmation.
Yep. So this is the heat right here. This is not on the heat.
Right.
Awesome.
Excellent.
So once you guys get at this stage, take it off the heat, and we're going to introduce Miss Sally Bricker over here.
We got Sally from Clover. So all the dairy that we send to you guys is from Clover Dairy. And so I know many of you are, we're from all over the United States. So Clover Dairy out here in Northern California, unbelievable creamery that we have out here. And so any butter or milk or cream or sour cream that we send to you is all from them. And they do an amazing job.
And mine and Tyler's first introduction to Clover was the French Laundry.
Yep. Yep.
So all the butter you guys cook with is the same butter that the French Laundry cooks with.
Mm-hmm. Nice. We got Sally over here. What up, Sally?
Hi, guys. We are so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Truffle Shuffle, for having Clover. It's been a really fun partnership. I wanted to give you guys a little introduction to Clover. If you are unfamiliar, we are a 100-year-old brand, and we are in Petaluma, California, which is about 45 minutes from San Francisco. I saw we had a Petaluma person in the group, so that's super exciting, and a lot of Californians. So you will see us in the grocery stores. We are a closed loop dairy company. So we have 30 family farms, and we were the first dairy brand to ever be American Humane certified. And what this means is that our cows and our employees go through rigorous animal welfare training, which is one of the most important things to Clover. And our founders and owners, the Benedettis, are really huge trendsetters. And this was something that was very important to them. And they made sure that all of our family farms in Northern California made sure that they were a part of these standards. So we were the first. We also have a very fun mascot, Chloe. She's right here, and she is a legit mascot. And she is 50 years old, and she has gone through quite a few facelifts in her 50 years of life. And she was founded by our founder, Gene Benedetti, and she's really fun. So if you guys want to find us on the grocery store, we are primarily in California, but we are expanding to the Pacific Northwest. We're also in Colorado, Chef Jackson, just a little bit. And we are in the Southwest as well. So thank you again, Truffle Shuffle. We're so excited to be in your boxes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sally.
Thank you, Sally.
And if you guys have any questions about the dairy, the butter, throw them in the chat. She'll help answer them.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know, if you live in Northern California, you certainly know, but best billboards that I have ever seen. Gotta say, Clover, hands down, coolest billboards every single time. 10 times out of 10.
We got to get a mascot like that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And so now I got my sauce cooled down. I have over here, I don't know if you guys ever seen this. This is a sauce whisk.
Sauce whisk?
Yeah, sauce whisk. So I got my sauce whisk here.
Incredible, the action of that sauce whisk.
Yeah, it really helps when you're making sauces.
Yeah, it does. Hence the name.
And so what we're going to do is go ahead, take the truffles out of this jar and try to leave as much olive oil in the jar as possible, okay?
Yeah, you don't want to dump that whole jar of truffle carpaccio into the sauce because it's all about that brown butter, right? If you dump that whole jar in, the ratio will get a little too much oil, right? So drain that truffle of those oil, right? And then you can actually use that truffle oil to drizzle on your French rolled omelet tomorrow.
Yep.
Which, if you have any questions how to make a French rolled omelet, check out our YouTube channel.
Fred's going to drop it in the link now.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could put 1 teaspoon of mustard in here and then champagne vinegar, pop the lid on, shake it, and then you would have truffle champagne vinaigrette for your salads, okay?
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so we got that in there. I'm stirring it around with my sauce whisk. Ooh. And then we got our lemon. And we're going to go ahead and cut about 1 George Washington off of that lemon. It's about a quarter there.
Nice. I still don't understand this.
1/4.
Right.
Fourth is 25%.
But he's on the dollar too, so that's why I get confused if we're using the whole thing or a quarter. So we're using 1/4 of a lemon for those of you out there that are like me and don't quite understand this.
And so we're mixing this around. And then what I'd like to do is just go ahead and we'll pull a couple of these sage leaves out. Ooh, right? And we're going to pull them out for garnish. And I got a nice little plate over here. That way you can
Nice.
pop them right on top, maybe about 5 or 6.
That way you can make sure that you add that little touch at the end. So that little touch, we call it garnish, but in French, it's called garni. Pretty nice when you think about it like that.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab this pot. And I'd love to see how some of your guys' sauces are coming out there. All right. If you got a sous chef, utilize that sous chef to bring the camera to the sauce. Okay. Don't bring the sauce to the laptop. We've had prior issues.
Right.
Bring that camera to the sauce out there, guys.
Oh, look at Philip Jura's house. Removing that sage. Wow.
Nice,
Glenn.
I love that candle.
Oh, we got Stephanie and Amanda.
Nice. Stephanie.
Adding that lemon over there. Rosie, let's see it.
Nice, Rosie.
There you go, Rosie. We got Angie over here. Emily and Andy, lovely whisk over there.
Nice, Nancy. Oh, yeah.
Look at that sage removal.
Right in the... Matthew, you want to take 5 or 6 leaves out.
Nice.
Rick.
There you go, Rick. Chef Piper and Matty Joe.
And we go back to galleries. Let's go to Brenton and Scott down here.
Yeah, we got Brenton and Scott over here.
Yo,
What's up, guys? Nice
Aw,
Spitfire shirt over there, bud.
Yeah, nice Spitfire
Love that.
shirt.
Keep shredding over there. Wait a second.
Nice.
Look at this view from Chef Jackson's house.
Awesome. All right, let's go back up here to the chefs. We got a couple questions.
Nice. Yeah, we got a couple questions.
Let's go to those questions.
Yeah, we're going to the questions.
All right, so I took 1/4 of the lemon, squeezed that into the sauce to finish, okay?
1/4.
The rest of the lemon is for your lemonade stand, okay? Look at that. You're going to make about $6 off of this.
75%.
Yep. There's a 90% profit margin with that lemon. Okay. And then I got 1/4 lemon. And then I just took a couple sage leaves out for garnish. You guys see that over there? About 5 or 6. Okay.
Yeah. And that's optional. If you don't want to do that, it's just fine. But if you want to do that, it's a pretty nice touch at the end.
Mm-hmm. And so if you guys are with me out there, which I got my pot of water at a boil, I got my sauce done. And then we got our gnocchi rolled out, right? Ludicrous style.
Just like Ludo told us.
Just like Ludo told us to do. Go ahead. Let's get some thumbs time out there.
Oh, let's see some thumbs time out there.
Yeah. All right, Mary Beth, can we get some thumbs up?
Mary Beth, can we see that thumbs up, please?
You have to participate in the thumbs time. There you go. Nice.
Let's see some thumbs time, Mary Beth.
Danny, can we see a thumbs up? Oh, yeah. We got some thumbs
Nice.
time.
We got Sean and Caitlin over there.
Oh, yeah. Michelle, there you go.
Michelle, nice salt over there, Michelle.
Oh, we got
Beautiful.
Father John out there with that
Father
thumbs
John
time.
hitting us with that thumbs time. The
yeah.
slow-mo.
All right, guys.
Oh.
Everybody, let's do that slow-mo thumbs
Let's see
time.
that Father John style thumbs time out there, please.
Thumbs time, just like this.
Just like Father John out there. Let's see it.
Thumbs time.
All right, keep that
Nice.
thumbs time going out there.
Chef Jackson, get that slow-mo
Jackson,
thumbs
we're going to
time.
see some slow motion thumbs time.
There you go, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice
Kristen and
slow-mo.
Julia, look at that. Italiano.
Awesome, guys.
All right. What up, Cheryl? Look at that thumbs time over there.
All right, perfect. So let's get right into it, Brett.
Peter G.
Yo,
with
nice sauce whisk.
Peter G. Nice sauce whisk over
Yeah,
there,
look at that
Chef.
sauce whisk. Oh, we got Tony Pia. Let's go back to that dog. Make sure
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, wait a
got that
second.
attention needed.
Tony, we don't want your dog to be mad at us.
All right, Brett.
There. All right.
It's okay, buddy. It's
It's
okay.
all right, bud.
All right, nice. Let's
What
show him how
kind
to
of
cook
dog?
this gnocchi
Tony,
there,
can you
Brett.
write in the chat what kind of dog that is? I'm like trying to figure out what kind of animal.
Could you have the dog tell
You
us
have him.
in the chat what type of dog he is? He's French.
He's French.
Awesome. And so we got our gnocchi on this tray. Go ahead, take that gnocchi, give it a little shake. Tony said he's French and loves duck. Awesome. He's very upset about the duck competition.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony.
He's a judgmental Frenchman. Okay.
You know how the French are. You know,
All right, so give that gnocchi a shake. Make sure nothing's sticking, and then check it out. We're gonna take a little pinch of this kosher salt. Oh, right. And then I'm gonna show you guys an awesome way to blanch this gnocchi. So set the tray down, and you're gonna fold that gnocchi, right, like a taco, okay? And then I'm gonna lift it up. Tyler's removing it, and then I'm dropping one side directly into the pot.
Oh man!
You guys see that?
See
and then I'm
that?
using my sauce whisk to promote proper social distancing guidelines.
Right.
By just stirring the top of the water. You guys see that?
Yes. Because they're all individuals.
And then to make sure it comes up to a boil as quickly as possible, I'm going to pop this lid on it. And it's going to take about 45 seconds to a minute, okay? And while we're waiting, what we're going to do is go ahead and select our bowl here. So we either had that one. What else we got rocking over here?
Oh, we got all kinds of bowls.
All right, so we got the wooden bowl. We got this clay plate, right? That's A, B, or C. What would you guys like us to plate this gnocchi on? Go ahead, hit it up in the chat. Andrea, you want to be cooking all that gnocchi at once?
Emily wants B. Maisha wants A. We got A all day.
Fun fact, 2/3 of these selections are from World Market.
Yeah.
The other one is from Craigslist.
Yeah. And then we're going to upgrade here pretty soon, too.
Okay, so we got pretty diverse selection.
I can't calculate what's going on.
So we got Chris Palmer looking for B. We're going to go with B.
Oh, we're going with B.
That was A.
Sorry. We're
We
going
got
with
A
B
out here. Excellent. Let's see how these gnocchi are doing. All right, very close. Very close. And sometimes what you want to do is just go ahead and hit the bottom of them, right? Sometimes they'll stick to the bottom. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at that. They are so close to all being floating. And just like Rachel said, once they're all floating, then you want to remove them from the top. Perfect. So you guys see these? So I'm going to go in, and you want to dab off the water right into the sauce.
You want to dab them?
You want to dab them right into the sauce.
Oh, Emily and Andy, they confirmed the process over there.
Wait.
Hold up. Can we see that one more time? What are we doing over here? Okay. Oh, what's it? Oh.
Emily and Andy have shown us a proper dab.
That is the dab. I still have no idea what Emily is still trying to figure out what is going on over there. Andy showing us how it's done.
Emily, could we see a dab there?
Yeah, Emily, can we want confirmation over there?
This requires a group dab.
Oh,
there we go. Nice.
Nice, Emily.
I like how she's like, I have no idea what he's doing.
And then she does it
all of a sudden,
perfectly.
She's better at it.
Nice.
All right. So we're getting all these gnocchi that have been dabbed off.
Yeah, and so you'll notice our gnocchi is not, our sauce is not on the heat. So as you can see from me touching the pan, and also too the fact that it's on the cutting board, no heat underneath this sauce.
No heat.
Zero heat. We're just gonna toss this gnocchi in that sauce, just to make sure that they stay nice and soft and delicious, right?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Wow. Incredible.
And then what you want to do is just taste one, okay?
Yeah, you want to taste one.
And it might just need a little bit more salt. Wow, really delicious. Just needs a little bit more salt.
I love sweet potato gnocchi.
incredible. Thank you to the San Francisco Symphony that we hire every time we do these classes.
Exactly. Pay a lot of money to San Francisco.
Just a quick
And
little...
so, Jennifer, great question. So when the gnocchi floats, they are done. Perfect.
And just
Exactly.
a quick little side note, we might be partnering with the San Francisco Symphony for our white truffle risotto class, okay? Still trying to work up the details. You'll do the risotto with us, and then we literally will send you to go watch the symphony. So we're pretty pumped about that. All right, now what we're gonna do is come in and plate this gnocchi.
Oh my gosh. Wow. We're gonna get this knife out of the way.
And so we're plating here. And what we're gonna do is I like to keep these in a nice even layer. So I'm gonna spread them out.
Spread them out.
And you wanna make sure if you are plating these on a plate, that plate has a lip, right?
Yeah.
Catch that sauce.
Catch that beautiful brown butter sauce.
Yep. And brown butter really doesn't even properly explain it. It's a brown butter, truffle, lemon, sage sauce.
What?
Yeah, very nice. Wow.
How can we get a couple more adjectives in there? Delicious,
toasty,
and
then we're gonna hit
flavorful. What is going on over here?
So when you guys call your friends and tell them what you did on Sunday,
oh man,
you don't just say, "Hey, I made sweet potato gnocchi with a brown butter sauce." You say, "I made sweet potato gnocchi with a brown butter, truffle, lemon, sage sauce."
And as you can see, Chef Jason delicately placing those leaves of fried sage on top. Again, that's our garnish.
Wow.
Incredible placement,
And then,
Chef.
Last but not least, we're going to grab the cheese grater 6,000.
6,000. Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead. We're going to use this new side.
Oh my gosh.
And hit it with some finishing cheese moves.
Look at that Parmesan cheese right at the end.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
And then Tyler, you want to show us what to do if you did get a little fresh truffle with that kit.
So if you got fresh truffles with this kit, which you made the right decision with that. Next week, we're offering with our duck à l'orange, the very first of the season Perigord truffles, right? I'm just going to throw that out there. Very first of the season European black winter truffles. So if you bought those beautiful burgundy truffles, we're going to go ahead, grab that truffle shaver, okay? And just very thinly shave them all over the top. And you want the truffles to be thin enough, as thin as possible, but still come out of the shaver in one piece, all right?
Wow.
Look at those.
That's looking unbelievable.
Absolutely incredible. Wow.
Wow.
Look at those gnocchis over there.
Boom.
360 degrees of deliciousness we're hitting you with right here. Wow. So once you have those gnocchis finished, please hold them up to the camera. So delicious. Peggy, we are not adding all that oil from the truffle carpaccio, just that beautiful brown butter sauce. Carl's saying delicious.
Oh,
we got Tony
nice.
P over here. Nice.
Let's see that gnocchi,
Peter
guys.
G. Look at that, Peter. Nice. Emily and Andy. We got the Diaz fam.
Nice, guys.
What is up, Diaz family?
Chef Jade, look at that gold.
Look at that underliner over there.
Nice underliner.
Incredible.
Nice, guys.
Yours looks just like ours.
Very
Look at
better
how
than
much
ours.
it looks like ours. We got Philip Torres over here.
Nice, Philip.
Gorgeous. Oh, we got Robert Jacobs over here. Absolute. Wait a second. Let's whine about it real quick.
Let's talk about some wine.
Let's talk about some wine.
Nice, guys. All right, who else we got here, Brett?
All right, we got
Glenn.
We have Glenn. Look
Nice.
at all those individuals.
Oh, yeah.
Special in their own way. Garrick and
Nice, Garrick and Dare.
Garrick and Dare over there. Brenton and Scott. What's up, Mike? There they are. Beautiful plate over there, Cheryl.
Yeah,
absolutely stunning.
Never seen anything like that.
We got Robert Frankus over here.
All right, we got Sue and Aaron.
We got
Robert!
Sue and Aaron.
All right, we got Father John out here, Brett.
We got Nancy over here.
Nice plate, Nancy.
Oh my gosh, we're coming in there.
Oh.
Father John.
Nice. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Stunning.
Wow.
We got Heidi and Alex here.
All right, let's see it, Jordan. Nicely done. We got Heidi and Alex from Bend, Oregon, just in case you were wondering. Look at that. And wine glasses, too. We see over there, ladies. Perfect. Chef
And Matty
Piper
Joe.
and Matty Joe.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
always nail it over there.
Yep,
we got
Matt.
Matt Lenz. Nice there, Matt. And then we got, where's Chef Sophia at?
They are shaving those
Oh, there
truffles.
she is.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at this.
Nice. Look at that double team.
Sophia. Unbelievable job over there. Chef Jade Quinn and Adam. Andrea, look at that gnocchi over there.
Andrea.
Nice. We got Rick Fitz over here. Let's see it, Rick. Let's see that gnocchi. Nice. Nice. We got Diane Hart. Always bringing it, Diane. Every single time. Love it. Peter Orgel over here. Nailing it. Peggy, let's see it over there. Look at that fried sage, Peggy. Absolutely perfect. Who else we got? Oh, we got Robert Frankus over here.
Oh, yeah.
What is up, bud? How does that dish look? Terry Doyle.
Nice, Terry.
Nice, Terry.
Awesome, guys.
Excellent.
Fantastic job out there.
Anyone else, if you got those gnocchis, let's see them.
Ellen and Adam looking great.
Ellen and Adam. Beautiful plate, too. And where is this glove coming from back there? Is that the dishwashing gloves over there? Wow. Well done.
Oh, here we go. We got Gina over here.
Oh, we got Gina over here.
Nice, Gina.
Let's see it, Gina.
Excellent air traffic control job out there.
Gina, thank you for making sure all the airplanes get there correctly at the same time.
Gina, great job directing.
Gina, 10-4, Gina.
11-7.
Thank you, Gina.
Nice. We got Debbie and Jean.
All right, Angie.
Oh,
nice.
there
Can
she
we get a
is.
thumbs up?
Can we see a thumbs up over there?
Can we see a little thumbs up?
Just one.
Just one.
We will send
Extra cookies if we get a thumbs up over there.
Extra.
Extra cookies. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice. Oh, yes.
All right. So, real quick, guys. So, we got a cool little after show for you, right? So, if you guys want to eat that gnocchi, hang out. First, we're going to bring Sarah out to chat about the best wine to go with this. And then she's actually partnered with a pretty incredible winemaker that's going to talk about the wine. And then we're going to bring business casual back out for two incredible more songs, right? So as you guys are enjoying that gnocchi, high-fiving each other like that. Nice job, Samantha and Jarrett.
Oh.
We got a pretty cool little
Yeah,
after
Father
show
John, thank you.
organized for you guys. So thank you guys so much for joining us. And I
Yeah.
hope you'll stay on for this after show. Just leave that iPad or iPhone or TV or whatever electronic device it is that you own out there.
Yeah, leave it on. And then Brett's going to put in the chat bar again, if you want to join us for that beautiful crispy skin duck à l'orange, right? We're doing it next week, okay? Beautiful how to cook duck. We're going to make that French gastrique sauce with blood orange and roasted parsnips.
And just so you guys know, whenever we do classes with like steak or duck, expensive proteins, we keep the inventory super tight.
Yeah.
We just checked the sales on this. We only have 20 left. Okay. So we just launched it, just check the sales. We only have 20 left on this. So please make sure you guys get that. Tomorrow we'll really start blasting it out to everybody else.
Awesome.
It's going to be an awesome class. We'll have another special guest and musical performance for that. And so incredible job, guys. Without further ado, we're going to bring Miss Sarah McKinney out here.
If you'd like a refill, you can stay here. Okay. Hi, everyone. Cool. So we're back to chat about wine. I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I know you have that beautiful dish in front of you and you really want to hear all the a cappella group perform instead of me. So what we're talking about here is one of the wines, you may have seen it. We were talking about the Imagery Barbera. So an awesome choice, or just Barbera in general, right? So right now, Jason and Tyler are drinking the 2017 Imagery Estate Barbera. Barbera being an Italian varietal. And when you study Italian grapes, a lot of times it can be a little tricky. So you're like, okay, what's Sangiovese? And that means what wine? And Nebbiolo means what wine? And depending on certain aging characteristics, then it has to be, you know, it goes from one thing to another. So it can get really complicated. Barbera, super easy. Barbera is the name of the grape. Barbera is the name of the variety. Super straightforward. It's kind of a happy medium. Honestly, this dish is super rich. So I'm curious if anyone, anyone that kind of knows, basically when we're dealing with a rich dish, what are we looking for in the wine? I know this is kind of an obtuse question, but what is really the main thing we're looking for in the wine? When we've got a super rich dish, when we're looking for a wine pairing, what is the number one thing we want that wine to have? Oh my gosh, Jennifer! Woo! You're the first one to get it, but a couple of people got it too. We're looking for acidity, right? We're looking for acid in the wine to counteract a lot of the richness in the dish and cut through a lot of that. So the beauty of Barbera is it's not a super heavy wine because we have a heavier dish. So it's kind of medium body, but it has that acid to cut through a lot of the sweet potatoes are already really heavy. Even though it doesn't sit heavy with you like a potato, the flavor profile I would categorize as being a little bit heavier. And then it's got a lot of beautiful spices that are going to play off the sweet potato really wonderfully, right? You put spice in a pumpkin pie, pumpkin and sweet potato, very close relatives. That's kind of where my mind goes too, right? And similar spices like that. So it's got clove, I would say a little bit of cinnamon. I can't say cinnamon today. You've got black pepper, but then definitely on the flip side of that, you've got a lot of red fruit characteristics that are really bright and a lot of bright acidity in that cuts through the richness. So that's really the main point behind Barbera that I would highly recommend. If you're not a red wine drinker, I think a dry Riesling is going to be super beautiful for this dish too. So if you really like white wine, go in that direction as well. But I noticed a lot of you got some great bottles out there. And at the end of the day, it's just drinking what you love. So I'm not going to talk you out of drinking what you love. If you've got a certain wine you love, you want to bust open tonight, that is the right wine. But fortunately, we have Jamie, who's actually the winemaker here, who recorded a little video for us, and she's going to talk about it a little bit. So we're going to play that for you really quickly, and then we will go right into the performance.
Hi, everyone. Jamie Benziger, winemaker for Imagery Estate Winery. Imagery sits at the base of the Mayacamas Mountains in Sonoma Valley in a little town of Glen Ellen. At Imagery, we really strive to create fruit-forward, unique wines that will broaden your palate. Today, I'm here to talk to you about our 2017 Upper Ridge Barbera. Barbera is actually a Northwest Italian varietal that normally produces wines with high acidity, a deep ruby color, full-bodied, and low tannin levels. This Barbera comes from our Upper Ridge vineyard that sits at about 2,600 feet in the northernmost AVA of Sonoma County, called the Pine Mountain Cloverdale Peak AVA. At these high elevations, we have a longer growing season, allowing us to get this thin-skinned grape at optimal ripeness and concentration. We also have high diurnal temperature swings that allow the varietal to retain acidity and its fruitfulness. The 2017 vintage was definitely one for the record books as we got out of the drought early in the season when we had our first rainfall to really replenish the soils. And then harvest started at a great pace. However, It was sped up with heat in late August, early September. But this was actually a blessing in disguise because we had 95% of our fruit harvested before the fires flared up on October 9th. So even with the fires in 2017, we were still able to create exceptional wines like this Barbera here. This wine is a truly complex Barbera that's layered with berry flavors, has nice soft tannins, and a velvety mouthfeel. Our 2017 Upper Ridge Barbera is a great food pairing wine because it has nice bright acidity and pairs perfectly with your traditional Italian dishes like spaghetti with the Bolognese sauce, eggplant Parmesan, and of course, sweet potato gnocchi. So I hope you enjoy this wine. Cheers.
Awesome.
Awesome. Cool.
So,
Well, sorry. Hopefully that was educational and you guys brought a little light to a variety that's a lot of times gets overlooked. So Italian varieties, super affordable, and they're amazing. And people are doing some awesome stuff with them here in the United States, and actually Australia as well. So don't overlook Italian varieties.
and what is also amazing is acapella.
That is true. And I think just business casual in general.
Business casual in general. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for cooking with us. We're so excited to see you next week. Without further ado, business casual.
Hey, Truffle Shuffle, we got a couple songs to close out the night. Hope you enjoy them.
Oh no. See you rolling down like it's a funeral. Not so serious, Gavado's feet cold. Getting started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe. Don't waste time on a masterpiece, don't waste time on a masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You're a real life fantasy, you're a real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. I'm going blind from this sweet, sweet crowd. Let's lose our minds and go a little crazy.
Hi, 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 hi. Keep on hoping we'll get by the ocean. Ha!
Oh yeah. See you licking frosting from your own hand.
One another taste, I'm begging, yes, ma'am.
Tired of all this candy on the dry land, dry land. Don't waste time with a masterpiece, don't waste time with a masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me.
You're a real life fantasy, you're a real life fantasy.
But you're moving so carefully, let's
start living dangerously.
oh,
Talk to me, baby.
I'm going blind from this sweet, sweet, sweet
craving.
Losing minds and
Go a little crazy, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep on hoping we'll get by the ocean. Ha! Whoa, up for me, baby. I'll be Diddy, you'll be Naomi. Whoa, let's lose our minds and go a little crazy. Hi, yeah, 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 yeah. Keep on hoping we'll get by the ocean. Ha!
yeah, yeah. I like it. Looks tasty.
Red velvet, vanilla, and chocolate in my life. Confetti, I'm ready, I need it every night. Red velvet, vanilla, and chocolate in my life. Confetti, I'm ready. Whoa, talk to me, baby. Whoa, whoa, this sweet, sweet craving. Whoa, go. Red velvet, vanilla, yeah, 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 yeah. I keep on hoping we'll eat cake.
Cake by the ocean.
Hey, those gnocchi look delicious,
They do.
y'all. I'm jealous.
Roll
I
them
wish
up.
I'd been cooking along.
Me too. I'm hungry.
Yeah, we got one more for you. So in case you don't know, a cappella means we're making all this music with just our voices. There are no instruments here with us. And so when you hear this sound, that's our vocal percussionist Michael doing drum sounds with his mouth. And now you hear Jacob, our bassist, doing bass sounds with his mouth. And with that, I will let Ryan take it away. Go on ahead.
And I'm also going to sing with my mouth.
Ba, ba,
There you were. There you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs. There you were.
There you were. But you brighten up all of my days.
In so many ways.
I wanna stop.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you,
I just wanna stop. And thank you, baby. How sweet is the morning, baby. How sweet up through the night. Yeah. You're so good to me, baby.
How sweet.
You're making me feel alright. And I know that you've been better to me than I've been to myself. To me, there's you and there's nobody else. So I wanna stop.
I wanna stop.
And thank you, baby.
Thank you,
I just
baby.
wanna stop. And thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's like sugar to my soul, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's like sugar to my soul, baby. Yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
How sweet,
it is
to be
loved by you. To be loved by you.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
you,
Enjoy
guys.
your gnocchi.
Thank you all.